Hi everybody, it's Owen from farfarway.org. Thought I'd do a quick video just talking about this base. Partially how I painted it, but mainly how I constructed it. There was a couple of queries on YouTube about how I went about making it. So this, at the bottom here, is a standard 50mm base. The kind of thing you see in a heavy warjack in War Machine, and the base size for the avatars in Malifaux. At the top here, kind of just along here, is a 40mm base. Which you can't see because it's well buried with all the other material. It's actually turned upside down, so the base is facing downwards. And what I did with that base was to cut this oblong hole in it. So to do that, I just drilled holes in that 40mm base, and then used a hobby knife just to cut it out. So that gave me the top and bottom. Then to give the main kind of structural support, you may be able to see it's slightly inside here. There are lats of wood, so these are 3mm balsa wood that I just cut into appropriate size strips that would run along just this inside edge, just a little bit recessed from it. So using super glue, I glued them initially to this 40mm base at the top, and then glued them to the 50mm base. So that would kind of give me a structure of the inverted 40mm at the top, the 50mm base at the bottom, and then 4 bits of balsa wood essentially holding it all up. Then I used DAS modelling clay, so this is air drying modelling clay, to do the main shape of the base. And as you can see, into that I embedded, these are just ordinary stones. And I used a bit of super glue as I'm embedding them because DAS isn't particularly tacky. And then this skull is just from an old skeleton sprue from Games Workshop, and again embedded that into the clay. The clay was then worked into the upside down base. Wanted to curve the edge in slightly on it. So let that dry for about 10-15 minutes after applying it, and then with kind of a wet tool or even a wet brush you can kind of work it to fairly smooth it down. And similarly I stuck the headstone into it there as well. On top of that, so once that completely dried, and it takes a little while for DAS to dry, I then glued builder's clay, builder's sand. So that's just PVA glue and then builder sand stuck on top of it. And that's the main bit constructed, and then this is an old metal coffin lid that I had lying around, stuck on the edge. Painting it then, it's just a sequence of browns. I'm not sure the video really captures all the colours and highlights. Then a couple of small stones picked out in grey just to give a small bit of relief. I'll stick a small bit of flock to the top now, but I'm not going to do that until Lady J's painted, because I'll probably going to stick her to this. She's still primed white. I'll stick her to this and then paint her on it. It gives me something quite substantial to hold while I paint her. Alright, so hopefully that was helpful for anybody who wants to build a base that looks like this, and see you all next time.